Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restorations. Well, this project I'm taking, you got it, another ambulance fleet, well, fleet of two. These I got from my buddy Dan Russell, and these are really two cool castings. I had never seen them before he sent them to me. So it is a Matchbox Speed Kings K49 ambulance, 1974. I was 7 years old when this came out, and I don't remember seeing the casting at anywhere in my entire life. So anyway, this is the first one. I'm just going to do a total restoration. And here's the other one. Identical model. So I really, really like it. It's really cool, and I can't thank Dan enough. And got these decals here from Black Square Decals. Man, I'll tell you one thing. If you need anything, they'll get it for you for sure. So I always like to put in a plug for them. So there we have it. The Matchbox Speed Kings Ambulance. And what did I say the number was again? K49. So there you have it. So we'll be doing both of these bad boys. So stay tuned. Alright, so I drilled out one post and I just lifted it momentarily and it all came apart. So I'll just finish the process. So here we go. We got the interior. Big and red. So it looks like we got a couple seats here. And then it looks like we got a stretcher for the person being transported. And then looks like this is held in by 3 rivets, and then that'll come out, and then the door will come out, I'm thinking. And then, of course, we got the front end. That's just held in there between the chassis and the body. And then this, the rear end, or the rear bumper. So, and it looks like I'll be able to take out the tires. They'll just come right out, so I'll probably take those out now. There we go. And I do have, it looks like, some kind of a foreign object there. I'm not too sure what it is. Anyway, it's probably been there for 30 years. So it's coming out. And so the other one I'll take off will be the exact same thing. There we go. Everything comes falling off. That comes off, and that comes off, and the wheels will come off. Clean those up really good. All right. Let me see here. There we go. All right. Sorry if I took them off in a haste, but like I said, they all come falling off. So I'm gonna get them all organized and see what we're working with. I'm gonna take out the windscreen and the top and everything. So stay tuned. So here are the ambulance pieces, all taken apart. Obviously, they need a good cleaning. And this, I'm really happy that this is 2 pieces, so I can just paint this red. I don't need to really fuss with taping it off. So they were held on by rivets. So I won't have any room to put a screw in them because the windscreen rides right up against it. So that actually holds in the windscreen too. So I won't be able to use any screws, I don't think. I would hate to drill through the roof, so that ain't gonna happen. So there we have it. I still need to take care of this guy. And I love the suspension, the plastic. The wheels just pop right out. So, and see if I can sand these to where they're a little smoother. And I'll tell you, I was looking at the tires, and it looks like these ambulances have logged 1,000,000 miles. So I'm going to try my best to clean them up the best I can. Maybe some light sandpaper, and then I'll put some of that Null oil on there. And then we'll see what happens. So maybe some soap and water will do some magic. All right. So take care of these babies to the next stage. Stay tuned. So here's the ambulances in the Tupperware with stripper on them. So a couple of things I'm doing different lately. First, I'm washing the castings before I strip them, just get all the dirt and dust off. And I'm actually just doing one model at a time. Before I would fill up a whole Tupperware full of stripper. And I thought to myself, well, maybe it'll last longer if I just paint it on with a paintbrush. So far so good. I just kind of like to submerge them because that way I know every nook and cranny is getting stripped, but oh well. So these should be done by today. Until next shoot. Here's the all the parts that needed to be washed in soap and water, the wheels and the interiors and the windscreens. So hopefully this will clean them up pretty good, especially those tires. Hopefully those tires will scrub up nice and new. So all right, till next shoot. So the ambulances have been in here for, well, I guess about a full day or something. I just leave them in there when I go to work and let the stripper do its thing. So shouldn't be too hard to clean these up. So run them under some soapy hot water and then get them dried off. So I got the ambulances all cleaned up from the paint. I haven't quite sanded them down yet or wire brushed them. There's a couple little remnants of red paint. But the best part about this so far is when I tapped out the holes. Look at that post. I had plenty of room to put a long screw. Each time I tap these holes on these castings, I don't normally do a long screw, I do the shorter one. So as you can see, I've got a lot of long ones. So there we have it. All ready to be wire wheeled and sanded down with some brass wool and then painted. Stay tuned. All right, so the ambulances are all primered up. Did the bodies in Tamiya white, because I'll be painting the bodies in white. And then I did the roof portion and the chassis portion in gray, because I'll be painting them in red and black. All right, stay tuned. All right, so here are all the pieces to the ambulances. Everything came out pretty good. I actually ended up painting these tires because it looked like they had 185,000 miles on them. So didn't turn out the best, but they are better than before. And painted the bottom with the Tamiya TS14 spray can. There you go. And got these windscreens all polished up and staying out of the dust. And that should be it. So let me put this together and stay tuned for the final reveal. All right, so before we do the final reveal of the two ambulances, let's take a look at them before they got restored. So they're coming around. You can see they're in need of a paint job. They're actually in pretty decent shape. So let's take a look at them now. All right, so here's the final reveal for the ambulances. I think they came out pretty good. Got new decals and tore them all apart and chromed out the horns. And on this one right here, I actually painted the tires with some spray paint, mainly because they were really worn out. But I think they turned out pretty good. That decal right there was the hardest to put on. But I did order an extra one just in case, but I didn't have to use it. And chromed the front headlights there. And the only thing I'm not overly impressed with was the beacons. I kind of sanded them down a little bit, but you can see it's kind of a little bit worn still. And I polished the horns. So, there they are. I want to thank you for watching, of course, and leave a comment if you want. And hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. And I got a couple cool customs coming up. Some dedications I'm doing for a couple people, so stay tuned for those. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.